Now
Top
play
10
you, Jane,
underrated Disney
a lost
animated movie
boy.
sequels.
I
love
lost
Disney movies,
girl.
man.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated Disney animated movie sequels.
Jeannie, what if I'm no good at it? If my father were here.
Well, little buddy, if your father were here, he'd be as proud of you as I am.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best second and third installments, and maybe some prequels of our favorite Disney franchises. If we missed any of your favorite follow-ups, let us know in the comments below.
Alright, let's go.
Number 10. Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. The original Beauty and the Beast is a Disney masterpiece, so it's no surprise that its sequel had some pretty big shoes to fill.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
Classic.
Beauty and the Beast.
At the time, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas didn't quite feel up to snuff in most critics' opinions. But in retrospect, this enchanted Christmas adventure is a pretty good watch, filled with lovely songs and a new genuinely terrifying villain.
After dinner, we'll play games.
Till the morning, break through.
We'll meet in the garden, this is what we shall do.
Forte, a court composer who has been cursed into a pipe organ, is sure to give children nightmares and has one of the better villain songs in the entire Disney canon, whether it be a sequel or an original.
Talk for hours, don't send flowers, don't write poems, don't sing songs and dance beneath the stars that shine above. Don't fall in love.
Number 9. Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch. Who would have thought that a movie about a little blue alien
classic
would
movie,
create
love
a
Lilo and
franchise?
Stitch.
Well, Lilo and Stitch did.
Even though the first one I feel
2002
like was a
animated
little
movie was
bit
a
better
huge hit,
than the second
endearing
one.
kids and
My
parents
opinion.
alike
What y'all
with its
think?
off-kilter humor and tender heart.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody
gets left behind.
That's it.
or forgotten.
When this sequel came out in
forgotten.
2005, audiences were understandably a little let down. How do you measure up to perfection? But revisiting Lilo and Stitch 2, it's definitely got more to offer than you might remember.
Okay, I don't know everything, but I think Mom would be proud of you just for being you.
You too.
Stitch's titular glitch is a pretty great source of tension for the plot, and only serves to strengthen his relationship with Lilo.
Love you always.
Mom would be so proud of you.
Does anybody know what Stitch is exactly?
Number 8.
Like,
Return to Neverland.
I want to know exactly
Sometimes
what
a place
Stitch
is so great you can't wait to get back. And Neverland is
Like, I know he's an alien, but like, to know exactly what he is, like,
Number 8.
that'd be interesting.
Return to Neverland. Sometimes a place is so great you can't wait to get back, and Neverland is definitely one of those places. Return to Neverland came out nearly 50 years after the original Peter Pan.
That's crazy.
And it turns out time might be the magic ingredient to making a great sequel.
You're not Wendy. Who are you?
I'm her daughter, Jane!
Well, if you're Wendy's daughter, you're gonna love it here.
This
Classic.
film centers around Jane, Wendy Darling's daughter, and her adventures with Peter and the Lost Boys in Neverland.
Don't you see, Hook? You'll never win. Not as long as there is faith, trust, and pixie dust.
The story has a lot of high points. It interrogates the hardships of growing up, much like the original, but it also offers an empathetic look at the mother-daughter relationship between Wendy and Jane, bringing something new to a classic.
Ah, look at him! It's Peter Pan!
Classic.
Always believe in you, Peter Pan.
Number 7. Lady and the Tramp 2.
Ah, my
Scamp's
movie,
Adventure.
bro.
Speaking of mothers and daughters, how about fathers and sons?
Once again,
Lady and the Tramp 2,
The
Scamp's
first one,
Adventure,
I
takes
feel was
place
a
after
little bit
Lady and
better
the
than the
Tramp have
second one,
found
but
their happy ending and settled down with
They're
John
both
Deere
not-
and
they're
Darling.
both not bad,
The
but I
pair
feel like
have
the first
4
one was a little
pups,
better.
3 sweet daughters, and 1 troublemaking son, Scamp.
I love getting a bath. It makes my fur so silky smooth.
Yeah.
Me first? No, me first. You wait a minute.
I hate baths.
Driven by his need for independence and, of course, his crush on a girl, Scamp runs off to join the Junkyard Dogs, learning a lot about himself and his father's past in the process.
See any harm in the two of us going down to the river once in a while to bay at the moon? What do you say?
Really? You and me?
Your old man's still got a few good howls left in him.
This movie is a blast, featuring an interesting story, wonderful songs, and even a couple of famous voice cast members.
The way she's
like
looking at him,
Luciano.
she's trying to do a little something.
And after all, who doesn't love dogs? Number 6, 101 Dalmatians
Another
2, Patch's
classic.
London Adventure.
Once
For
again,
the sequel, Disney
I
thought,
believe the first
what
one
if
was
we made
better.
Home Alone, but with dogs. In 101
just me.
Dalmatians 2, the Radcliffes take their canine army and move to the countryside. But they forget one tiny little detail. Patch.
How many 101s are there? Well, I've successfully lost count again. Right, anyone
Can you imagine having 101 kids? I'd be...
During the move, Patch
Bruh.
ends up getting lost in the fray. But instead of trying to find his family, Patch decides to take on the big city and audition for his favourite TV show. Of course, Patch's adventure takes a turn, and he spends the rest of the movie learning about the value of family and individuality.
They're right, kid. Me, I'm just an actor. But you are a real, one-of-a-kind wonder dog.
The story isn't that unique, but it's well executed. And who wouldn't want to hang
No,
out
it's
with a
not that
bunch of
unique.
Dalmatians for an hour or two?
They're all here.
Oh, come now. Oh, stop it.
Aren't you very lucky? Oh, my darling puppies.
Number 5, Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
There's a party here in Agrabah. Guests are filling up the room. But there's something missing. Yes, aha!
Where is the groom?
If we had 3
Classic.
wishes, we might wish for, no, not a sequel, but how about a threequel? Aladdin and the King of Thieves is the 3rd installment in the Aladdin franchise, and in our opinion, the better sequel.
Aladdin, you found your father. A father who risked his freedom to see your wedding.
First one was
And
better,
you risked
but
everything to help
not gonna
him.
lie, yeah, all
Just
the
as
sequels
I
are
would
actually
for
pretty
my
fire.
father.
Not
The
gonna
second
lie.
film, The Return of Jafar, has a few high points, but the lack of certain voice actor, Robin Williams,
Yeah.
is pretty glaring.
Giddy up, Slowpoke. What's keeping you?
Nothing. Well, something, but I'll tell you later.
Luckily, Williams came back for the 3rd film, and his presence combined with some great songs and a stellar father-son storyline makes for a pretty great film.
You finally have your treasure.
This thing? No. This wretched thing almost cost me the ultimate treasure. It's you, son. You.
Number 4, Cinderella 3.
Fire.
A Twist in Time.
Cinderella.
Cinderella is
First
the
one,
quintessential classic
once again,
Disney film.
fire.
But it also has a pretty good track record
Not
with
bad.
sequels.
Oh, this is the
First one was fire.
that I've been dreaming of.
Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True, might be a bit better
I
than
like the
some
second
folks
one too. The
remember,
second one
but
was
there's
actually
no
pretty good, too.
denying that Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time, is the better entry. In the 3rd installment in the franchise, Cinderella's evil stepmother finds a way to turn back time and make it so her daughter, Anastasia, marries the prince instead of Cinderella.
The prince will never know. He'll be perfectly happy.
But will you, Anastasia? Will you be happy?
The film actually has pretty interesting things to say about fate and love, making it a worthy entry in the Disney sequel canon.
Would you like me to return you to your former lives?
Former lives?
Why, yes. You see, you too, well, you were already... Oh, never mind.
Number 3, The Lion King, 1.5. It's no surprise that The Lion
Every
King is
single
one, of the
one
best key
slapped.
trilogies in Disney history. The
First
first one
one,
is obviously a masterpiece, and
masterpiece.
the second film, The Lion King
Second
2,
one,
Simba's Pride, is a
masterpiece.
wonderful follow-up.
Third one, masterpiece. Like they were all fire. Now that I found you, love will find a way.
But it's the
Like, bro.
franchise's 3rd entry where things start to get a little crazy. The Lion King 1.5 serves as the origin
Yo.
story for Timon and Pumbaa's friendship,
Yes.
showing us how
Like,
the unlikely
Lion
duo
King,
got
like,
to be so
can't
close.
do no wrong.
Why don't we tell them our story?
I remember when that first came out. Oh my gosh, this was
Why don't we
fire.
tell them our story?
Oh, I like the sound
First
of
one's
that.
fire,
But
second
not
one's
only
fire.
does the movie dive
one's
into
fire.
the importance of friendship and acceptance, but also has a lot to say about family
Look how
and
clean
how
it
hard
is.
it can feel to be the odd one out.
Did you find what you were looking for? I found a place that was beyond my wildest dreams.
but it still wasn't home. Let's go home, Ma.
Sure, it's funny, but the emotion is what keeps us coming back. Number 2.
Monsters
My dad
Inc.
used to bring me down
Once
to
again.
the local bank.
Number 2. Monsters University. Speaking of
Monsters,
unlikely
Inc.
duos,
Fire.
after Timon and Pumbaa came Mike and Sully. In the original Monsters Inc., we met Mike and Sully after they had already become best of friends.
Boom, boom. Got no walking involved.
Give it a rest, will you, Butterball? Come on, you could use the exercise.
I could use the exercise. Look at you. You have your own climate.
But in the prequel Monsters University, we get to see the actual formation of their friendship. And things weren't always so hunky-dory. In the movie, we learn that this loyal duo started out as bitter rivals.
I'm as scary as you. I'm as scary as anyone.
I just wanted to help.
No. You just wanted to help yourself.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Let the whole team fail because you don't have it?
Knowing that their friendship was so hard-won makes watching the relationship in the first movie all the better. This is also the rare animated sequel that makes us appreciate the first one more, but for all the right reasons.
You think I could have done that without you? I didn't even bring a pencil on the first day of school. Mike, you're not scary. Not even a little. But you are fearless.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, like the first one, but backwards.
Stormy weather, now we can sing together in perfect harmony.
The second one was a little mid.
Bambi,
Not gonna lie.
The Prince of the Forest is back and
Once
better
again,
than ever.
Bambi, second one was a little mid. The originals are usually the most classic. I'm sorry.
Something new and
the only one that I've seen that like
an extremely goofy movie.
Like all of them were great was Lion King. This is for you. And extremely goofy movie.
Be your little boy anymore.
All the sequels are fire.
But I'll always be your son.
Hercules, Zero to Hero. Every god needs an education.
Now let's see, Hercules.
Okay, so ain't that funny.
Hey, give the kid a break. They took that on his first day of school.
Tangled, Before Ever After. Sometimes Ever After
Tangled.
takes a bit of time.
I missed this.
Hey, promise me one more thing.
Anything.
That you'll be patient with me.
Tangled.
Absolutely.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe
about
to our
some
channel
other
and
classic?
ring the bell.
I don't give up.
Occasionally, switch.
All
The
right.
cream of the crop.
Toy
When
Story.
graced our screen in
Another
1995,
classic
it
where
was a
like
massive
every
hit.
single one was actually fire. First one was fire, second one was fire, third one was fire. I think there's a fourth one. Right?
You are a child's plaything.
There was no way a sequel could be anywhere near as beloved, right? Wrong. When Toy Story 2 hit theaters, it received just as much critical acclaim as
It
the
was
first
fire.
movie,
Like all of
even
them are
earning
fire.
over 100%
That's another
on Rotten
movie
Tomatoes.
that's like all the sequels are fire.
Was happy, so was I, when she loved me.
This sequel does what all good sequels do, takes what works about the first film, things like budding friendship, growing up, and family, and just continues to build on a solid foundation.
Proud of you, cowboy.
Besides, when it all ends, I'll have old Buzz Lightyear to keep me company. For infinity and beyond.
We couldn't love it more.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo.
Pretty fire. Pretty fire. I feel like they could have did some better movies, but we're gonna leave that one alone.